There's some breaking news right now. Police are on a pursuit of a stolen vehicle at the moment. Dark right now, but we are being told this is in the La Crescenta Glendale vehicle at the moment. Dark right now, but we are being told this is in the La Crescenta Glendale area, and LAPD is in pursuit.
Yeah, it's hard to make it out there. You can see it looks like they're going through a neighborhood. At least 1, 2, 3 LAPD patrol cars following this vehicle. Again, the want is stolen vehicle at this point. We don't know how many people are inside this car, but you could see it looks like a neighborhood street, right?
Yeah, and
many
I think
houses there,
that
and people
makes
probably wondering
for the
what's going on.
difficulty. Exactly right. It's just when you notice when it's hard to make out the car sometimes. Trying to keep an eye on past trees and rooftops and everything else. I mean, the car right now, it was peaking at about 35, close to 40 miles an hour right now. But as of right now, still sort of maintaining that speed. Now you see it creep over 40. But once again, we don't know how many people are in this car. Of course, at least the driver at this moment. But you got to be concerned, especially in a residential area like this. And now you're boxed in the cul-de-sac.
Yep, you're boxed in that cul-de-sac there. They're gonna go ahead, flip the car around, and it looks like LAPD, one of the cars was going to try to stop that vehicle there, but we also know that can be a dangerous maneuver for officers, which is why they try not to do that.
Yep.
So it looks like they let the vehicle go by, and they still have the eye in the sky. LAPD, I'm sure, has their chopper over. Yep, you can see the spotlight there, and I can assume that those LAPD vehicles, cruisers, are going to go ahead and follow this. But yeah, it's hard to make out. You just kind of said it. It pretty much just almost sideswiped a vehicle there.
I mean, a couple times now, if we want to count that LAPD cruiser as well, where it initially looked like they may have been able to box this driver in, but just barely missed the headlight, essentially. And then just now, you missed out on another driver that seemed like maybe they were just going home or at least driving through the neighborhood. But that's where the fear is. And at this moment, you know, going back here, you see the taillights of the car, but in this tight area, it's hard to make out.
I can imagine another concern for LAPD right now is a lot of these homes, they look to be on big lots, larger homes here in the hillside in the La Crescenta area, but it is very dark.
Yep.
So it is hard to see when you're going through these hillsides here what's coming up in front of you. And that could, of course, be a concern for LAPD and just how long they may pursue this. But it looks like, take a look, that vehicle coming into yet another cul-de-sac, going to try to turn around.
And trying almost a three-point turn at this rate here. But at this point, yeah, there you have LAPD trying to, oh, and now they're closing their doors and stepping back again. It's making for a very difficult maneuvering cycle here, where this is the second time now that this car's been able to get away. And to Leslie, your point earlier, I mean, if you just look at the map right around here, Emerald Isle, the Emerald Isle Drive, every single one of these roads is incredibly windy. Right, and you don't, and these are incredibly residential to the point where you imagine everybody's taking walks during the day, maybe even at night, rather, despite the fact that it's rather late at the moment. But when it's this dark and the spotlight is pretty much the only thing that's maintaining a view of this vehicle right now, it makes things very dangerous on top of how dangerous it already is. So, you know, 2 close calls already with vehicles. Now we've had 2 close calls with LAPD when you're locked into that cul-de-sac and then maneuvering their way back around. So, you know, you have to wonder also if they are from the area or know the area particularly well, because we always end up asking those questions.
Yeah, it's always interesting. Or sometimes it seems like they don't know the area, because it seems like this person went into a cul-de-sac unknowingly, turned around, went into another what looked like dead-end street, turned around again, and they're sitting in a community that once you go up, the only way to really go is down. There's no, you can't jump on the freeway here, you know what I mean? It's a community in a hillside here, so you wonder if right now this driver does not know where they're going.
The other thing to go off of that point as well is that we're catching this pursuit as we don't know at what point, how far, how long they've been chasing after this suspect right now. And was he on a freeway first? Was this vehicle stolen at a gas station in a neighborhood? Was it anywhere else? Like, those details we're still trying to gather at the moment. But throughout the last few minutes, as we've been maintaining our eye on this pursuit, it has really stayed just within this Emerald Isle neighborhood. It hasn't expanded beyond at the moment. And it looks like we have Dave Avila on the line as well. Dave, can you hear us all right?
Yeah, I sure can.
I
Yeah,
appreciate
I've been
you.
following this pursuit for a while. It is a verified code, what they call a code 37. That would be a stolen vehicle. As far as the number of suspects, we're still uncertain. We have more than the driver. And when we did get close, it has some of the dark out windows, so they were unable to look into it. Now, as far as having the air unit, that's going to help a lot there. So more than likely, even though the night sun's not on it, they got the FLIR system, so they're looking at it via the FLIR.
Yeah, and Dave, what's interesting here as we're watching this vehicle make their way through this Emerald Isle neighborhood of Glendale is we've seen this driver hit a dead end twice. People at home may be asking, why didn't those patrol cars try to maneuver in front of the vehicle, box that vehicle in to stop them? Why is that something that officers won't do?
The reason for that is because if that driver were to come out with the weapon and start firing at the officers will be forced to fire back at them. And what would you have in the background? A bunch of single-family residents with all families inside of them. The last thing you want to do is have a gun battle right there at the end of a cul-de-sac. So you do whatever you need to do to kind of maintain the pursuit, be in control of it, which they are now. And we'll just go ahead and just follow the vehicle. But yeah, that would be the last thing you'd want to do.
And right now, it looks like we're caught at the end of another cul-de-sac here, maybe even a dead end, Dave, where going to your point about control, it almost seems like LAPD has had a bit of control in this case, even if it means this driver's just going to kind of tire himself out in a bunch of different, cul-de-sacs and roads here in this neighborhood.
Yeah, exactly. If you notice that the units did not make a turn into that cul-de-sac, is because they're talking to your units, talking to the ground units and saying, hey guys, or hey officers, do not make a left turn. It's a cul-de-sac, it's a dead end. He's going to end up either bailing out and we can set up a perimeter, or he'll do exactly what just happened right now. So yeah, this is the worst place to be as far as an altercation with the suspect being firearms.
Yeah, and that's why when people may be watching this at home, they're seeing this vehicle just go past all the cruisers, probably wondering why not. It's because they want to de-escalate this situation. That driver continues to drive on the opposite side of the roadway at times. This area is dark, and as Dave said, this is a very crowded neighborhood. A lot of families live through here, and I can imagine they're hearing the sirens and wondering what is going on. Again, this is a pursuit of a stolen car suspect. Dave, you were mentioning that the eye in the sky, the LAPD helicopter, that is such an important resource at this time.
Yes. I did 12 years on the streets, and my last 22 was flying up at air support. So yeah, that air unit's keeping an eyeball on it. The TFO and the pilot are, like I tell people, they say, well, do you have to be pilot and you have to be trained? And yeah, you do. But one thing that's for certain is that you have to work the streets of LA for a minimum of 5 years. The average before was 7 to 12. So what I'm getting to is that you basically have a couple of street cops up in that helicopter. So they know what it's like to tell a unit, don't turn into that cul-de-sac, pursue the suspect has a weapon, that sort of thing. So they're working together on this thing.
Yeah, and
so
going off your point, Dave, apologies for cutting you off there. I just wanted to bring it to the attention because when we're monitoring this map here, because we have our maps pulled up as well, the Camino San Rafael Road right there, it's just one really long winding road coming out of this neighborhood.
Through this hillside.
Exactly, and it's so limited, avenue of transportation, for lack of a better word, because you're getting to this point here where a few minutes ago he's driving around a bunch of different streets in one particular neighborhood. Now he's sort of on a one-way street out, unless we start navigating an even narrower roads. But it goes back to your earlier point, Dave, where that spotlight has not moved off of this driver at all. I mean, officers know exactly where he is, and now it's just a matter of how long this person sort of keeps this going.
Yeah, exactly. And you're right. We're just going to see how long this guy goes. And you had mentioned earlier, it's all to try to de-escalate the system. If this was to get totally out of control, of course, they would go into tracking mode. But if they have more information on this, suspect, they'll just stay with them. But I mean, with this type of pursuit, what we're looking at right now, yeah, I could see them just keeping the pursuit going.
Yeah, you just, on the left side of your screen, you're seeing what's happening live. And moments ago, we actually saw the driver of that stolen vehicle veer into the other lanes, and there was a car coming, and it was close head on. They ended up being able to make it towards their lane once again. But take a look, you can see when he makes these sharp turns, he's right now, this person on the other side, currently driving, I believe this is a one-way, he's driving the wrong way.
And the thing is, too, as we've been pointing out, is that these were incredibly dark roads. It's difficult for us to keep an eye on him beforehand. Now it looks like he's jumping on the 2 here. So that was the closest freeway that gives this driver a sort of another avenue from where we first started in the Emerald Isle neighborhood. So now we'll keep an eye on this. It looks like northbound is the direction this driver's going in. So it's now the dynamics have changed a bit, have they not, Dave?
Yeah, absolutely. It looks like he's slowing. Did he slow? No, he did not.
No,
yeah. We'll go ahead and we'll keep the pursuit going, and then we'll see B State's on the freeway for a while. They'll contact the Chippies, see if they want to go ahead and take it over. And as I had mentioned before, departments like to keep their own units there. So if the Chippies take it over, which we've seen before, LA will pull off, and then the Chippies will take over the pursuit. They'll get all their units in there. And why? Because we play off the same rule book. We all know what each other's going to do. Having said that, if you're by yourself, I don't care what the color of the uniform is or the shape of the badge, you want that backup there. But I think on a night like tonight, I think they're going to have plenty of units on them.
Yeah, and I was going to ask you about that, because now that this suspect is on the freeway, at what point do they make that decision to then bring in CHP?
Yeah, they're probably already contacting guy, or I should say that, I should say this suspect is sticking to the inside lane. So he's sticking to the number 1 and 2 lanes. Doesn't look like he's got any intentions of getting off the freeway. So his whole plan about bailing out in a neighborhood didn't work. I think because, you got that air unit overhead, and he knows the spotlight's going to be right on him, as you had mentioned before. So I'm pretty sure that they probably already contacted the Chippies, said, hey, but our location, if the Chippies already, I'm sure they were monitoring it.
And I'm sure on top of that monitoring, they're probably keeping an eye on any potential directions this person could go. Again, apologies, it's dark right now, but that's been sort of one of the persistent themes of this evening, where still on the 2, at least we presume still northbound on the 2. Naturally, the next spot that leaves us in is whether or not he either keeps going north, gets off the freeway, so then we're in the Montrose area at that point, or you start going, you get on the 210, you either go west or east. But this is video on the right side of your screen from earlier of that close call, at least a couple times with vehicles, and then getting up on the 2. That was only a few minutes ago.
Yeah, and right now we're going to go ahead and try to find that vehicle, because we know those LAPD cruisers were still very much in pursuit of that stolen vehicle that was heading up northbound 2 right now. But you can see SkyCal trying to figure out the situation currently. I know, Dave, we still have you on the phone here. I do want to get to our producer really quick. Are we going to stick with this? Okay. Unfortunately, we're going to have to go ahead and find the pursuit once again and get the very latest details from LAPD. Dave, of course, we'll probably try to keep you on the line if we hop back on with this, but if not, thank you again so much for your time. It looks
no worries,
like
anytime.
No, we're still trying to find it, and it's hard to make out at this point.
Yeah, and it's been difficult really from the beginning of this pursuit throughout this moment. So, of course, we're going to continue to monitor the situation and keep you posted once again on the stolen vehicle pursuit that LAPD is still in charge of at last check. But now that we're on the freeway, things could change over to CHP, but those are details we'll monitor for you throughout the evening. So for now, we'll keep an eye on it from a distance and circle back with Dave on top of that as well. So, Dave, thank you again. We'll circle back shortly.